So why don't you guys first just do a quick introduction, your names and the ages of your child, and then share with us really what brought you to me and the Parenting with Purpose method. What were you guys dealing with that you were feeling so stuck with?
Great. My name's Chriana and this is Joel. We started the Parenting with Purpose method 12 weeks ago. I felt like we had tried everything. Like I had tried books, I had tried workshops, I tried like even just researching stuff on my own. We have an 11-year-old and a 7-year-old now, and my 11-year-old is so strong-willed. She's not like an angry child. She's just strong-willed. It's her way or the highway. She knows what she wants. She was really quick to power struggle and come back to us. And I just really wanted to connect with her. And it was kind of scary looking at her being a preteen because she's like 11 going on 16, and it was terrifying. I was like, we don't know how to get through to her. All we wanted to do was connect with her. So I started following you through maybe, I don't know, 6 months before we joined the program, and everything that we did, like I'd done a couple of workshops of yours as well. And it was just like, yes, we need all the pieces. I think this will work. We were on the fence at first just because Ryla's so strong-willed. Nothing had worked. It was like it would work for a couple of days or maybe a week, and then nothing was consistent, and it would just fall right back to exhaustion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Joel, how about for you? Similar challenges?
Right before we joined, I just kept saying to Joel, like, I feel like a shitty parent. Excuse my language, but I'm like, I feel like a shitty parent.
Yeah.
Joel, stop saying that. We're not bad parents. Something just needs to change. And like
Mhm.
you said, parenting's not intuitive, it's learned. And it was like, oh, maybe we just need
some training.
Yeah, maybe we just need something. Like we just need a refresh. We were both just exhausted, and I was like, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep yelling and feeling guilty and taking things away. Like it's not working.
Yeah.
It's just every day it's not working.
And what made you the most nervous about joining? What kept you on the fence? Like where was your hesitation? Because so many parents feel that same way because they want to make sure that they have results. They want to make sure it works. So they're on the fence too. So what was the reason you guys felt like you were on the fence?
Oh, definitely my daughter. I honestly didn't think anything would work with her just because the way that she is.
Or was.
Or
the way
was.
that we were
Yeah,
is
the way,
what
yeah.
the way that we were.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the money too, like when you paid for workshops and books and stuff before we found you, because I did a couple of workshops before and I was like, Joel, this is it. We've got to try this. This is what we've been looking for. And that's when we decided to do it. But yeah, it was just she was just so strong-willed. It was like we tried everything. Like, and she's 11. It's too late. Like you can't change an 11-year-old. That's what's it gonna change.
And now, how do you guys feel after going through the 12 weeks of the program? How do you feel about the things that held you on the fence before, and how has it changed your life to kind of go through this and make these changes?
I feel like I wish we would have found this sooner. Like I wish I would have started when I was on the fence, or it's just incredible to be able to to connect with your kids and to have an entire day without one power struggle. I didn't realize how much we yelled before. I didn't think I was a yeller, but to let your kids point that out, and now it just to respond calmly and not react like we were before, it's just incredible. It's like the way you pivot and shift your parenting, it's like a mirror, and it's like, oh, this is so easy. Like it just works now. It's so much easier.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I leave before anybody's really up. So now it's, you can come home and you're actually, excited to get home. There's not any animosity or yelling, like I say, anymore. Really, it's a much better environment.
Yeah, coming home was like the hardest time of day for us, where we really, really had to work really hard because we're out of the house for 10 hours a day, and then we come home and every kid, looking back, like the kids just wanted to connect, and we just needed to get dinner done, and we had to get homework and bath and to bedtime, and there was just no connection there. It was just go, go, go. Everybody has to do this, get to bed. And if it didn't go that way, it was, I don't know. It's just even mentally, we were talking the other day, just how that exhaustion isn't there anymore. And you don't realize how much you're hanging on to it when it changes, and it's just so much better.
And going through it, because sometimes busy working parents without a lot of time on your hands, and you feel like, oh God, can we really commit to this? Like, how are we really going to do this? How did you find going through the program? Did it feel manageable as busy working parents? Did it feel pretty simple to follow? Did it feel easy enough for you to sort of implement? What were your thoughts and feelings around doing the work?
I think that was part of our like on the fence at first too, being two full-time working parents. I was like, I don't have anything left to give, being so defeated with my kids or with our kids. But it was so easy to follow. It was not overwhelming. I mean, there were times where it was like, just hang on, just push through. But the modules themselves were really easy to focus on, and the action tasks, it was just really easy. And for both of us to be on the same page too. What did you think? I thought it was really easy.
Yeah, it was easy. I mean, I listened on the way to work, and you find your time, right? You got to make it work. So it was easy to follow along.
That's great. Yeah, because sometimes it's a hesitation to think, how can I add something else to my plate? And I know for you, Chriana, on one of the last calls we had, I think you were 7 weeks in or 8 weeks in, and you were like, I actually feel like I've already changed almost everything. I already feel like so much has been done. And so when you think about where you were and the frustrations you were having, how quickly did it kind of turn for you and start feeling like, oh, we're actually making progress. We're actually turning the corner.
I would say weeks like 3 to 4, you can really, really see the changes. Like your kids are pushing back because they are like, what's happening here? Like, what are you guys doing? But if you follow the program and just do, and it's not even a lot to follow, it's just every piece of the roadmap that you need to put it together. It just works. So probably I would say even 6 to 7 were a little bit more like reflecting and processing, just making sure we had everything. But by like week 8 and 9, by the time we got to like sleeping, it was like, wow, that's all it took.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what would have happened if you wouldn't have moved forward? Where do you think you guys would be today sitting in your car? What would your conversation be? What would the difference be?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to go home.
Yeah.
Some days when you're so exhausted from work, I'm like, before I was like, I don't have anything left to give my kids and to parent. And now I like can't wait to get home. It's so easy, and my kids are so great. It like I just wish we'd found it sooner and done it sooner. It's awesome, and like for any parents that think it's too late, because I was like, nope, she's almost a teenager. She at 11, she might as well be 18. Like nothing's gonna change, and it like changed so much. Even a day with that change is like worth everything.
And you think about it, she's really only 11. She's only 11. She's so little, right?
Like once you connect to, you get to see more of her being an 11-year-old. It's not her lashing out at us and her not getting enough attention, and her, once you flip that mirror, like I said, and pivot your parenting, you get to see your kids be kids.
Mm-hmm.
They're not on everything. They're not pushing back. Like it's so cool to see her be an 11-year-old again.
And to be able to have the relationship that you guys really wanted, and ultimately what they wanted. Now you can see how they desperately wanted to connect with you and bond with you and be with you, but they didn't know what to do differently. We think as parents that they will, but they don't. It's us, the parents, who have to just step up and make some changes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, it's incredible. It's pretty cool. It's incredible to see the change and to see that it's like lifelong. It's not you've done this and okay, it's going to work for a week or two. Like it just changes everything, and it just gets easier and easier, and it just, you don't have any of that now.
Yes. It's rinse and repeat now. You have the school skills, you have the tools, you rinse and repeat. You don't need another parenting course when they're teenagers. You don't need anything. As long as you keep up with your skills that you've committed to, this is just what life continues to look like. And that's really the beauty of putting the investment in now, so that you don't waste more time and more memories and more years.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
When we were so hesitant, like, thank you for coaching us into doing it, because you knew, and you know how easy it is once you've done it. It's like, all you need to do is do it. It's worth every penny. It's worth everything. Because honestly, without like the coaching at the beginning, I probably would have been like, going to be miserable.
Yeah.
Well, that is awesome. It's such a good success story, and I love it.